Attention UK drivers, if you're over 70, this message could save you from losing your licence or facing a £1,000 fine. The DVLA has issued an urgent reminder, and thousands of older drivers are still unaware that their licence might already be expired without them knowing. Before you take your next trip, listen carefully, because this update could decide whether you're driving legally or breaking the law without even realising it. This is my own channel made just for you. Every update I share here comes straight from me, no copied news, no confusion. I'll be uploading this full topic very soon with every detail about DVLA license renewal for drivers over 70. So please subscribe right now and stay connected. Hit that subscribe button and don't miss what's coming next. Today I want to explain clearly what every UK driver aged 70 and over needs to know about renewing their driving license so you can stay legal on the road without confusion or worry. Turning 70 does not mean you lose the right to drive, but it does mean your photocard driving license will expire, and you must renew it to continue driving lawfully. When you reach your 70th birthday, your driving license runs out, and you must apply to renew it. Once you have renewed at 70, the license then lasts for 3 years before another renewal is due. This renewal every 3 years is standard procedure, and it is simply the law for photocard licenses once the driver reaches 70. You can apply to renew up to 90 days before your 70th birthday, which gives you time to get the paperwork done without last-minute panic. Let me share what happened to Dorothy, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Leeds. Dorothy had been driving for over 50 years without a single accident. She received her renewal reminder from the DVLA, but put it aside thinking she had plenty of time. 3 months later, she was stopped at a routine traffic check and discovered her license had expired 2 weeks earlier. The officer issued her a warning, and she had to arrange alternative transport home. Dorothy was lucky because she could have faced a fine of up to £1,000, and her insurance would have been invalid if she had been in an accident. Another example is Brian, a 74-year-old from Manchester who renewed his licence online within minutes using the official government website at gov.uk. Brian had his national insurance number ready, confirmed his eyesight met the legal standard, declared his medical conditions honestly, and received his new photocard licence in the post within 1 week. Brian now sets a reminder on his phone every 3 years, so he never misses another deadline. The easiest and fastest route for most people is to use the official online service on gov.uk, and that service is free for photocard renewals for drivers aged 70 and over. To renew online, you will need your national insurance number, your current driving licence details, a recent digital photo if required, and you will need to honestly declare any medical conditions that might affect your driving. Declaring medical conditions honestly is very important, because failing to inform the driver and vehicle licensing agency about a condition that affects your ability to drive could have serious consequences, including fines, loss of license, and insurance problems if you are involved in an accident. At the point of renewal, you are asked to confirm that your eyesight meets the legal standard and that any medical conditions are disclosed, but the government does not automatically require a medical examination or sight test for everyone just because they are 70. There are specific conditions where the DVLA will ask for more information, and in those cases they may request a GP report or medical examination. If you hold extra entitlements such as Category C1 for medium-sized goods vehicles or D1 for minibuses, then turning 70 does change how those categories are handled, and you may need to complete additional forms such as the D2 application and a D4 medical report. There has been talk about stricter checks for older drivers in 2025, and some articles suggest mandatory tests will be introduced. But it is crucial to separate confirmed policy from speculation. At the time of this recording, the official position is that the renewal process remains as described. Renew at 70, then every 3 years, declare medical issues, and the DVLA will request further evidence only where necessary. Because misinformation spreads easily online, I will give a practical checklist you can use right now. First, check your license expiration date, which is shown on the photocard. If you are within 90 days of your 70th birthday, start the renewal process now. Second, only use the official government website and beware of copycat pages that try to charge fees or collect personal information for fraudulent purposes. Third, gather medical information. If you have been diagnosed with any condition that could affect driving, such as issues with vision, seizures, heart conditions, strokes, Parkinson's disease, dementia, or neurological conditions, contact your GP and check whether you need to inform the DVLA before renewing. Fourth, if you drive vehicles covered by additional categories, check whether Forms D2 and D4 are needed, because medical reports sometimes take longer to obtain. Fifth, make sure your passport or identity documents and national insurance number are to hand, because the online system will ask for identifiers. Sixth, consider taking a voluntary eyesight test at your optician if you have any doubts. While the DVLA does not automatically require a sight test at 70, you must still meet the legal eyesight standard. Seventh, if you prefer not to use the online service, you can request a paper form, but the paper route can be slower. Eighth, be aware of the consequence of driving after your license has expired. You could be fined up to £1,000, prosecuted, and your insurance may be invalid. Ninth, if the DVLA requests additional medical information, respond promptly so your application is not delayed. 10th, if you have mobility needs, there are assistance services and you can call the DVLA or seek help from a local Citizens Advice Bureau. Let me tell you about Patricia, a 76-year-old widow from Cardiff who was worried about using computers. Her grandson helped her renew online, and Patricia was amazed at how quick it was. Another driver, Graham, a 78-year-old from Birmingham, chose to renew by post and received his new license within 3 weeks. Both methods work well, but online is faster and free for drivers over 70. Now about rumours you might read. Some articles use urgent language as if a new law were in force, but often those pieces confuse consultation papers with actual regulations. Always look for confirmations on the official DVLA website or gov.uk pages. If you see social media posts telling you to visit a link that is not gov.uk, treat those as scams. Go directly to the official service by typing gov.uk into your browser. The law does not remove licenses simply because of age. The DVLA's decisions are based on medical fitness to drive. If someone has doubts about a relative's driving safety, it is better to have a calm conversation and suggest a driving assessment rather than relying on rumours. For drivers themselves, it is sensible to assess your driving honestly. Now I will explain step by step how to renew online. Go to gov.uk and search for Renew Driving Licence at 70. Follow the online form, enter your details, confirm your eyesight and medical status, upload a photo if requested, and submit the form. After you submit, keep any confirmation reference and monitor your post for the new photocard license, which typically arrives within a week, if there are no complications. If the DVLA contacts you for more information, respond quickly. If your application is refused, you will be told the reasons and given information on how to appeal. Many people can regain driving rights after treatment. Insurance is another important area. If you are involved in an accident while driving on an expired license, your insurance company may refuse to pay out, and you could face liabilities. If you rely on driving, consider backup plans during renewal. Ask family for help, look at local community transport, or use taxis while your paperwork is processed. Older drivers can also benefit from refresher driving lessons, which many schools offer to improve confidence and update you on road rule changes. Regarding scams, remember, the DVLA will not send unsolicited emails asking for payment. If you see such messages, report them. Make sure any website displays the secure padlock and that the address begins with https and gov.uk. Be cautious with private companies that offer to renew on your behalf. You do not need an intermediary, and using one increases risks. When you turn 70, you keep your ordinary car entitlement if medically fit, but larger vehicles may require medical checks. Family conversations about driving can be sensitive, so approach with empathy. Suggest practical checks and offer to help with paperwork. Local charities and Citizens Advice often have volunteers who can help complete online forms. To summarize, check your photocard expiry date. Start renewal within 90 days if approaching 70. Gather medical information. Contact your GP early if forms are needed. Use the gov.uk online service and keep proof. Be honest about health changes. Take a vision test if needed. Avoid third-party websites that charge fees, and ask for help if needed. Finally, I want to give you a calm perspective. Turning 70 is a change in administrative procedure, not an automatic declaration of inability to drive, and with simple planning, you can renew your license and continue to enjoy the independence that driving provides. Bookmark the DVLA page on gov.uk and continue to consult your GP about health matters that affect driving. I hope this clear rundown helps you understand what is required, what is myth, and what is fact, and gives you the confidence to renew on time without stress. And if you want more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. I upload helpful, timely updates, so subscribe because I will upload this topic soon, and you will not want to miss the practical walkthrough I will share. Thank you for watching and stay safe on the roads.